Good afternoon. I'm Liz Reyes. Breaking news moments ago. Alvin Kamara opened up for the first time publicly about his recent meeting with NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell and about his legal problems. With a suspension looming, Kamara met with Goodell in New York on Wednesday. This morning, Kamara said the meeting went well. He thinks they got accomplished what they needed to get accomplished, and he appreciated the opportunity to do it. Kamara was arrested last February, as you may recall, for a fight in Las Vegas. The running back said he showed poor judgment and takes accountability for that incident.
It's a tough ordeal to be in. I never want to be involved in something where someone gets hurt or severely injured or anything. Poor judgment on my end. Definitely a bad decision, but I'm a man. Everything I've ever done in my life I stood on, and I can take accountability for it, and I can say when I'm wrong. And I was completely wrong, embarrassed the Saints, embarrassed my family, my mother, embarrassed myself, embarrassed the city, and the Shield, obviously, embarrassed the NFL. So, I just tried to do my best to kind of keep it as much away from the media and as much away from the team as I could. Obviously, it's hard to do that when, you got such a incident like that. So.
Well, in July, Kamara agreed to a plea deal to a lesser charge in that 2022 incident. As for word on a possible suspension or other disciplinary action, that is expected soon.